ki khubor ka Batisi TV lawan rashapi da ka Orange Nissan Loom so po near Fire Brigade Shillong.
Admissions are open at BDW International School. Enroll now.
Myntri Rangbah jong ke jela ukonrat kongkal sangma aga arterik ubnai rempang arajar arpuar ula Plie pajba ye ke production cum training center jong ke Nela Handloom and Silk production unit ke badan hakasnong Mawkasiang umro harengkat ke jingsak hilang jong MLA ke Maurang Keneng constituency uba penya it sings aim lembat u commissioner ke tanat textiles uba FR Kar Kongor nang tadi u director jong ke tanat sericulture and weaving u CB sangma but utrai jong ke Nela Handloom and Silk production unit cum training center uba James E. Dekar. Kumban supentip hang ne bo uba James Dekar uba day unong seng ya ke Jakarta Tanjan ha Mawkasiang umro ula syajit man yo pediang ya ke Kusnam Entrepreneur of the Month ha ubnai kela lingkot jong usnem arajar khat khandai but ke Nela Handloom Training Center ke dairu ke Flying 8 Loom Training Center ke Beningkong Tam Hari India.
From 2011 when I'm in HDI Handloom Training Institute in Myntri. So on that time the teacher they asked as a student to Sulawesi for a study visit. So when I reached there, I know that our products, our traditional dress is coming up from Assam, from Bangalore, from China, that they're coming. So from that time, 2011, I make an aim that one day I'll have to make by ourselves this things that we have to make by ourselves. So after I passed out from HDI, I worked as a master trainer in the department. In many fields, I used to go to village and teach. So in 2013, I came to know about MIE, Magellan Student of Entrepreneurship. So that time I request Sir Solia for provide me at least training because I want to weave this dara. So I need to know about that jacket machine, how to do that jacket machine. So from MIE sent me to Kanapara to train for the jacket machine. After that I came back to MIE again. I said, sir, it's not enough for me. So again, I went to NIFT for productions, fabric production, textile production design. Then after that, I came back. I thought, that's not enough for me again. So please, I want to weave silk. So on that time, Sir Solia sent me to Bangalore to study about mulberry silk weaving. So from there, when I came in 2014, my aim is still there, but I cannot have, because of financial, I said, the problem is there. So till today, I became like this. So in 2020, when I meet Sir Eugene, he's the one also push me every time to do this one. So we discuss every time so we can bring this machine. This jacquard machine is coming from outside. We don't have from here. So from the time only, so the month of November, we started our work here. So it's very difficult because now so we have only 5 loom. But it takes lots of time because we are the first one to something we research. Because most of the time that many years he told that we cannot weave mulberry silk here because of the weather. But on that time also we have to do something. We have to do because it's a traditional dress. How will it come from outside? Because it's a traditional, we have to weave ourselves so that we can call a traditional dress. So in the month of this last year, we procured the machine and all we bring here, we start and it's successful. So now we see the product. That the quality is same only which we buy from Assam or from Bangalore. The quality is same only. We can compete with quality also.
I always encouraged and always appreciate our youth, especially those who believe and are passionate about a cause and don't give up in spite of all the challenges that they may face. And that's really the true character of a person. And what James is doing out here, in spite of all the difficulties and challenges he has faced, of not getting the kind of support that he needs, he is still here today doing what he believes is right. And that's really something that's truly inspiring. Even for a person like me, I am truly inspired by these kind of success stories and stories that really are meaningful and something that I think our youth should learn from. So James, you are not just an entrepreneur, but you're an inspiration to the young generation who believe and who should always believe and follow their passion and never give up in spite of all the challenges they may face. I was just, before this program, I've just inaugurated the new IT park in Shillong. This has been a very, very important project for us, and we have completed it on time. This is part of our 50 years celebration. And I was just telling the people out there that Meghalaya will have approximately 50,000 youth who will be joining the workforce every year. That means in the next 4 years, we will have 2 lakh youth who will be eligible to work. In the next 10 years, we'll have 5 lakh youth who will be eligible to work. And therefore, the economy and the entire ecosystem must be able to provide for job opportunities for these youth. And the government can do only up to a certain level where government jobs are available. But beyond that, it has to be entrepreneurship that will have to provide the different kind of jobs that these 5 lakh youth in the next 10 years will need. And that is really the challenge for us as we move forward. On the 21st of January and on the 26th of January, I, in my speech, had mentioned that the next 50 years, apart from many challenges that we will face, is the challenge of employment for our youth. And this is a fact that we must all be aware of. And that is the reason why in the last 3.5, 4 years, once we came to the government, I have been promoting and pushing for entrepreneurship. And that is how I met by James also. It is through the Chief Minister's Entrepreneur of the Month that I came in touch with James and I saw the wonderful work he was doing. And like him, there are many entrepreneurs with whom I was able to meet up and really understand what they're doing in order to create business and opportunity, create jobs, and really be productive in a very, very, positive manner. And therefore, what James is doing today is something that we should all be inspired by. And that is the reason why when I was told about this project, without any hesitation, I have decided to come and to be part of this program. It is to show my support. It is also to tell the rest of the population and the youth that if James can do it, then you can also do it. It's a question of you believing in yourself. And we as a government will support you in every possible manner. Even as we speak, in the last 4 years, more than 500 entrepreneurs have been benefited by different programs of the government. I want to take this forward and create 10,000 entrepreneurs for the state. And that is the only way we can move forward. And that is the only way we will be able to see our economy grow. And there are huge opportunities. Textiles is one of them. We have food processing, which is another strength of ours. We have the tourism sector, which is really growing very well. We have the IT sector now, with these IT parks coming up, that we expect will really create huge opportunity. This IT park will give direct employment to 1,500 youths, minimum, and indirect employment to over 3,000 people in terms of the different services that will be required. Will go a long way in creating the necessary job opportunities for our youth. I was just speaking to James. He desires to expand this particular training center and production unit, doubling the production, and he requires funds for that. James, I'm happy to inform you that I will give 10 lakhs to you from my own fund for you to buy the additional 5 looms that you require. And this, I feel, will go a long way in not just your production, but it'll also take forward the cause that you have taken up, which is to really show the pride of us being able to make our own traditional clothes. And that's really what has been driving you. And it's such a noble cause that I cannot say no to it when you ask me for support and help, especially when you're doing such a noble thing, which should be, as I said, inspiring all of us. So I hope with these 10 lakhs, you will be able to expand and buy more machines, and you'll be able to help others also come up with it. Today I was also going and visiting and surveying the road of this, the Young Paso road that is coming up. It's coming up quite well. We expect that by late March or late April, in fact late March, April, May, in these 3 months' time, we should expect this road to be completed and black-topped. So that will also be something that will be great for this area. And as you know, in the future, we have already procured almost 800 acres of land. And in the next 5 years, as a government, we intend to shift our government offices in this area. So you will see a new administrative city come up in this area. And obviously, once the new administrative city comes up, it's going to be a blessing for this entire area. And you will see not just the normal development, but even the additional developments that will come along with that. And this administrative city that I am planning to do, with God's blessing and with all of your blessings, will be able to take it forward, will be one of the best administrative cities in the country. That is really what my goal is. And we are doing this with a vision for the next 100, 200 years. We want to leave a legacy behind where people will look at this administrative city and be proud of it for the next 200 years, and we can have a very, very good center of governance from which we'll be able to govern our state of Meghalaya. Apart from this 50 years celebration is very important for all of us, and there are many projects. Apart from the IT park that we've inaugurated, we will be inaugurating over 300 projects within this next 1 year itself. We will be also very, very close. We are already closing the problem of 6 areas of border dispute that we are having. I expect that within the month of February, we should be officially getting a call from Delhi, and we should be able to come and conclude the talks for the first 6 areas. And Home Ministry has asked us to ensure that even the next 6 areas, if we can resolve it before the August 15th, which is the 75 years of independence of India. And we will try our best to try and resolve those issues also. So within these last 4 years, friends, we have tried to address issues that have not been addressed for the past many, many years. In this past 4 years, we've been trying to complete projects that have been lying pending for many years. Even the assembly building, which was burnt out in 2001, 2002, it has taken long 18 years to initiate this, and we initiated it in 2018. We'll be completing it in July. The Crowborough Hotel, which has been lying for 3 decades and not completed, we will be completing it this year. So we have done our best in whatever way we could to ensure that we try to address the important issues that are there that affect our people, and also to close many important infrastructural projects that have been pending for long, and initiate many, many important projects with a vision for the next 50 years, next 100 years, so that we can take our state to new heights. And I once again congratulate James and his entire team for the Handloom Training Center and Production Unit that we've inaugurated. And let me assure you that not just for James, but all the entrepreneurs who have the passion to take their entire vision forward, we as a government are there to support you. And absolutely, as Bapinyad has mentioned, that we will have provisions in our budget to ensure that more and more support is given to our entrepreneurs who would like to start their own businesses and be job providers to the people and to the youth of our state.